I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They took it to 10.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens. It's an Indian summer afternoon, perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go!
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Funches has it complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 14-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
First carry now for Justice Hill. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Brings up 3rd down and 8.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. From the gun, Jackson looking for Funches, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up 1st downs.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Mike 52, Mike 52. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Going for the deep ball. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one. Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football. And that's worked for the defense early in this game. And now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a 1st down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 31-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City 1st.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
A first trip to the red zone for KC. 1st and 10 at the 19. The first carry now. This is Johnson. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. We're scoreless after 1. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. Here we go with Johnson. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off, the decision to go for it, 1st and goal. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Murray. His pass caught at the 4. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. Murray now, 3rd and goal. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force him into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
And the kick by Butker is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Set, ready, 60 outlaw, 56. We own it. We own it. Mike 56, Mike 56.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. It's our time. It's our time.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. On second down, here's Murray. Going up top. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays an offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his first career interception. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
56 to Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. Tucker, a career 70% success rate from 50-plus. Just incredible. And the All-Pro is money from distance again there.
They ought to give him 4 points for field goals from some of the distances that this guy makes them from.
Field goals, all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
On 2nd and a yard. Murray looking deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Murray now on 1st down. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3.
Chiefs 10, Ravens 3. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Jackson. It's caught by Funchess. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 3rd down, it's Hill. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken near the 13. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down. To throw is Murray. It's Hill, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way gun. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, keep it up, keep it up. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Hey, me and you all day, all day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, 58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
1st down, Murray. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now a man open down the middle of the field and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there. They'll run on 1st down. Hill. And some room to roam now. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing is Jackson. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Come on, set. Come on, with the flag. Check 56. Hey, tight.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson, and that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
3rd down and 15.
Here we go. 6, man. Touchdown. I don't think you got it, son. Watch the ship.
Now a 10th carry for Hill. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Kansas City.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Watch QB draw. Watch QB draw.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack on 1st down, Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Let's go, baby. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Hey, mark the screen.
Now Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be caught. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
52's the mark, boy. 50.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 64 yards on the ground.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 13 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. He's checking.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 44-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Check 52's the Mike. 6. Roll it. Right here.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And his throw is incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, but it's going to be 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Mike 52. Let's go, defense.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 26.
A gain of 18 on the play. And their 1st down, Chiefs.
On 1st down, Murray. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. David Johnson, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Complete. It's Johnson. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off, as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 17-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I'm coming, baby.
Here's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. He's got a man, complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play that time for the Ravens. 43 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Take 4.
They'll run with Hill. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. This will be caught by Brown. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
26 yards. That's another Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Come on, Shaq. Now look. Shaq 56. Let him know.
On 1st down, Hill. strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
They run it again with Hill. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?"
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Check 3, check 3. Switch.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 46. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
At their own 46-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Focus, defense, focus.
Here's Pollard again. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Baltimore, it's back to